Hello, I am Satyanarayan Das. I'll be speaking about the differences between risk governance and risk management in this video. This video has been taken from RMP Live Lessons. First, some basics with respect to governance and management. As we saw, governance tells the what aspects. Management tells the how aspects. The what aspect is about decisions, guidance, and oversight. It is also about ensuring project, program, and portfolio or triple P based management in an organization. The how aspect, on the other hand, is about organizing and doing the work at the respective layer, project layer, program layer, or portfolio layer. I would definitely recommend that you go through this article of Risk Management Framework, which is published by mpug.com. Going forward, I will be referring back to the processes used in risk management framework, which will be applicable for project as well as programs and portfolios. Now, the differences between risk governance and risk management. In the table shown here, in one column I have risk governance, that is what to do. Another column I have risk management, how to do. Risk governance establishes and approves the risk governance framework. Risk management documents and follows this risk governance framework. At this stage, I would like to say this is not only applicable for projects, this is applicable also for programs or portfolios. For example, rewording, I can say program risk governance establishes and approves the risk governance framework of the program. On the other hand, program risk management documents and follows this program risk governance framework. Similarly, for a portfolio or a project, risk governance provides funding, resources, and time for risk management. Risk management, on the other hand, requests for funding, resources, and time to conduct risk management activities. And these are documented in the risk management plan. As we have seen in the risk management framework, you will create a risk management plan which is applicable for a portfolio or a program or a project. In this RMP, you will have sections with respect to the funding, the resources needed, the time needed to conduct risk management activities. If you do not have a risk governance layer available at the level of the project, program, or a portfolio, or even at an organizational level, then you can't request anybody. Now imagine, if you do not have funding or resources or time to conduct your risk management activities, what kind of risk management activities are you going to do? And that is why risk governance presence is important, so that risk management can do its work in a proper way. Next difference. Risk governance is accountable for risk management performance and results. For example, risk response effectiveness or risk process effectiveness. The risk response effectiveness or risk response strategies and actions, those are done in plan risk responses process, whereas risk process effectiveness will be done in monitor risks process. So the risk governance is accountable, whereas risk management is responsible for risk management performance and results. Again, if you are expecting that some risk manager or a project or program or portfolio manager is going to be responsible, but there is no accountability at all at a governance level, will it ever work? So risk governance is needed and it has roles to play. Risk management will follow that role or follow the rules set by the risk governance. Our next difference. Risk governance determines the appetite and risk threshold, risk appetite as well as risk threshold values. These are known as governance parameters or risk governance parameters. Risk management, on the other hand, documents the risk appetite and risk threshold values around the project, program, or portfolio objectives. And these will be documented again in the risk management plan or the RMP. If needed, risks and issues are escalated from a lower level to a higher level. Issues are negative risks which have occurred. Then our next difference is risk governance determines the probability and I scales for consistent uses across projects, programs, and portfolios. So the P scale and I scale, as I call it, will be determined by the risk governance layer. Risk management documents and uses these key risk parameters, the P scale and I scale. As you have seen in risk management framework, you need minimally the P scale and the I scale to qualify the risk, which in turn will prioritize the risk. And this determination of P scale and I scale will happen by risk governance. Next difference, risk governance approves charters, risk management plans. Charter plays a crucial role in risk management planning. In fact, charter will act as an input while planning for risk management at a portfolio level, program level, or project level. Risk management, on the other hand, creates the charters and the respective plans, that is, portfolio plan, program management plan, or project management plan. So if you have prepared a risk management plan, you would know the project charter or the program charter or the portfolio charter. Everyone will have a charter. They will act as inputs to the respective management plan, specifically the risk management plan. Difference 7. Risk governance authorizes risk audits. Risk audit checks the effectiveness of risk management processes. Like we saw in the risk management framework, there will be many processes. In your organization, you may choose to drop some process or take some processes. But this authorization for risk management audit, which checks the effectiveness of the processes, will be done by the risk governance layer. Risk management, on the other hand, conducts the risk management related or risk management process related audits. So this risk audits, the frequency in which it will happen, who will be participating in that risk audit, those will be documented in the respective risk management plans at the level of a project or level of a program or level of a portfolio. Risk governance decides on the termination of a project, program, or portfolio based on risk assessment. So decision will be taken at this level. Risk management, on the other hand, recommends on the termination of a project, program, portfolio based on risk assessment. As you can see, risk governance plays a crucial role, without which risk management is effectively useless. In an organization, if you have only risk management, or there are some project managers doing some amount of risk management, or even if you have dedicated risk manager, or you have taken sophisticated software tools to do your risk management, but if the risk governance is not existing, you will have a number of projects which will be running improperly, and you won't be able to deliver to your clients in a proper way. So you need first the risk governance, which in turn will mandate the risk management at the level of project, program, or portfolio. Both are needed to have proper risk management in an organization.